Alright, this is the biggest one and the worst one of them all, and it's probably going to be a video all by itself, I would imagine. That tree is going to be, it's going to be pushing 27, 28 inches on the butt right there down at the ground. I'm going to cut it with the 572, got a 24 inch bar on it, 3/8 chain full chisel, that's what's on it. And I'm going to actually cut it while standing on the Mini right there. I'm going to notch it when I get up. I'll make sure I get up high and I get to cut exactly what I want. But here's the thing, I just have that little hole right there for it to fall in. There's a fence right there in that pecan tree, and in the trailer right there. So I want to put it, that tall pecan stump that I just cut, I want to put it just to the left of it is what I want to do. I want to aim it to where it hits, right beside that pecan stump. If it hits on it, that's fine too, but I want it to hit as close to that pecan stump without going to the right of it or to the left of it as I can. And I'm going to take my time on this one. I'm going to make sure that once I cut my face on it, I'm going to walk back out and I'll walk way up there and make sure I got that face lined up right where I want it to go. Because wherever that face is cut, when I bore it, that's where that tree is going to go. So once I know that my face cut is lined up to the left of that stump, we're good to go. And so I'm going to set y'all over here where y'all can watch it. I'm probably going to put y'all on top of this stump right here where you can watch this part. And we'll see what happens here. I'm going to do this and I'm going to move the camera. So here we go. Alright, we're going to step back here. Alright, so when you step back, way back away from it, you look at that face cut. It's just like looking down a rifle barrel right here. If you'll look at it, it's right in line with the side of that pecan stump. Now, it takes a lot of practice to get it to where you can cut it one time like that and make it where it lines up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bore this side where the Mini's on, and then I'm going to move the Mini to the other side, and I'm going to bore it, and then I'm going to get behind it and I'll cut it out. And the top of that tree should end up about right in here, right about where that burnt spot is right there. So I'm not sure where I'm going to sit y'all at here. Let me figure something out.
Ah.
Alright. People say I don't call it, or I don't show it afterwards. Where did I say it was going to hit? Right to the left of that pecan stump, right? Okay. Here she goes. And I appreciate that. Did y'all feel the wind off of it? Yeah, a lot of air come off of it, didn't it? Yes. Look. See where
that was awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Where did I say that top was going to land? Right there. Didn't hurt the pecan. Nothing. All right. Always remember, the more height you take off the bottom of it, the higher you cut it, the less distance it's going to reach that way. So I cut it about 5.5 foot tall or so. It would have been another, if I would have cut it at the ground, it would have pushed on out past that burn spot right there. Alright, let's cut this big joker up now. I'll show y'all the hinge. Some of y'all may think this is poison ivy. It's not. This is actually a creeping Virginia is what that is. See all the leaves on it. It won't bother you or anything. It's not poison ivy. Look at the hinge on it. Right there. Anytime you're in these sticky situations and you want to make dang sure, always leave a lot of meat on it. Leave twice the meat. The general rule of thumb is 10% hinge over whatever the diameter of the tree is. Man, I go on up a lot more than that. That's probably a 4, maybe a little better than a 4 hinge right there. But the trick to it is, if you've got your face cut aimed right, you're good to go. Proof's in the pudding right there. I mean, that's just how it works, you know. It ain't no, well, this is just over experience. That's just how boar cutting works. Alright, I'm going to cut this in there with a 572. Go ahead and knock it out real quick. Especially the butt part of it all the way up till it gets up there where that pecan stump is. Then I'll probably switch to the 550 then. And I got it picked up with a mini sort of hold up off the ground so to make it easier on me. You try to look at the chips this thing's pulling. Look at that. Well, this is from the 550. That right there is one from the 550. Look at it. That one right there. And that saw knew it to cut. Alright, we're going to top this one with a T540 here. Cut all the limbs out of it anyway. Little saw cut, buddy. T540XP auto tune. So kind of fill you in on what was going on this deal. I know the video is kind of long, but I think it's worth it. This job was a job I looked at on a Sunday afternoon, and it kind of was one of those have to be done kind of deals. It ended up there were 6 trees there that I was hired to take down. And this big one here was I wanted to do it in a standalone video just because of where the tree was going to have to go and all that. I started to, I come real close to climbing it and just going ahead and taking the limbs all the way out of it and some of the top out of it where it was just a pencil sticking up. And but I decided not to. It was raining, and the whole time I was there, it's dead-gum raining, and I decided just heck with it, just cut the whole tree down at one time. But I didn't save the logs off. There was 2 pines there. The other one was a little bit smaller pine than the one that you've seen in this video here. I didn't save the logs off of them because I didn't figure that in the job or anything like that, and it was just one of those deals to where I needed to get it and get going. And the deal was I priced the job like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different ways to the people who were paying for it, because they're fixing to move another house trailer in there right there where I cut those trees at, and so they needed them down. But the deal on it was, what we finally settled on was me just cutting the trees down and cutting them up in 2 to 3 foot sections, and then the property owner was going to handle cleaning it up. And I think a lot of times when you cut trees like that, people have no realization standing there looking at a tree standing, once it hits the ground, how much limbs and debris they generate. And it wouldn't have cost them but just a little bit of money to get me to clean that up for them, and just because they were wanting it down there below where I cut that tree. And so after the day after that, the guy messaged me back and wanted to know if I'd come back over and just take all them limbs and debris down the hill there for him. And I said, yeah. I said, I'll do it. I said, and we agreed on a price. And then in just a little bit, his dirt guy that was gonna do the pad for the trailer to set on said that he would end up taking care of it in his deal. And so I was like, cool. But anyhow, just some of them you got to just knock them out as fast as you can, get them done and get on out of there. It worked out perfectly because we were off on that Wednesday, but it rained the whole time. And a lot of times I watch these videos and I know the saws cut good and they cut fast, but I don't realize how fast those saws cut through that stuff till I watch the videos just like y'all do. And I did a bunch of work on I was running the 550 also too in some of the videos, so y'all will get another video from this right here, but this got some good stuff in it. But I had worked on those chains this week before I did that job, and man, those things were freaking cutting. I'm talking about they were eating. So hope you enjoyed this video. Took yesterday off again, and on Saturday there did some really cool stuff with Let's Dig. Some of y'all have done seen that on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's Cotton Top 3 on there also. Follow me there. He and I did some work together yesterday over in North Carolina and everything. So very cool. I know a lot of people say when we were at the Braves game and stuff like that, say, man, I wish I'd have known you were there, I'd have met you and all this stuff like that. I don't think that a lot of people realize that how quick this stuff that I do, and like the stuff with Let's Dig and everything like that. And then even yesterday I met some more people, and I would love to meet everybody. However, it's just not enough time in a day with the amount of traveling and the distance that I go, because from where I live to where Let's Dig is, where we were working at yesterday, it's 700 miles one way. So but y'all will be seeing a video coming out on that in the future. It's going to be a couple different videos, some interesting stuff too that y'all are going to see me and Chris doing. So all the clickable stuff's right down below. Y'all check all that stuff out right there. Please subscribe to me if you would. I'd appreciate that too. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.